similar. A lot of the formations, a lot of the shifts, a lot of the motions, and you see carryover, which is great for us because obviously we get a lot of accumulated reps against this offense, and they're not necessarily trying to trick you. They want to physically win the matchups, and we have to be up for that challenge.
Got a really good nose tackle over there in Olive, who a lot of times is standing on the sideline because of the way teams are trying to attack you guys and how you respond. How does he stay sharp, not knowing maybe from play to play, series to series, how much he's going to be out there?
I mean, that's just a credit to him being locked in. That's unfortunately we can't tell the other team what to do. So when you get teams going, spreading you out, throwing the football, his role is going to change. And, we like what he does in some of our nickel packages. Obviously, that's not his number one role. So it's finding ways to get him out there. And he's a much better pass rusher than he gets credit for. And from the rest of the country, we know what he can do. It's obviously not his forte, but he's excited going into this week to get a team that wants to line up and run football. So, this fits right to his strengths, and it should got to be a big game for him.
Along with that, the nickel, I mean, Isaiah really appears pretty comfortable in that role right now. What is it as he develops that's maybe make a difference?
He trusts his technique, trusts what he's supposed to do, and he plays fast, he plays hard. Obviously, physically, he has a lot of ability, so the size, the strength that he has. When he plays with great pad level, it doesn't matter. Run or pass game, he's a handful for guys. And he's kind of championed that role early on this season, and just continue to develop him and get him to grow throughout the year.
What's your assessment of the type of speed you have in the secondary this year? Seems like you guys have more than Wisconsin's had in a while.
Very athletic, whether it's at corner and at safety. Obviously, when they move Natrell to safety, things change. Just from an athletic standpoint, just with him being able to play corner and being a returner, he's got great speed, great twitch. But yeah, across the board, we feel like we've got guys that can run, and we want to challenge receivers and get in their face. So obviously, that athleticism helps.
Does that really help you as far as? Does it give you more confidence as far as being a little more aggressive up front when you have guys with speed in the back end?
Yeah, there's no question it kind of opens up the playbook. When you feel like physically you can match, most teams' speed. So it definitely helps me out having those guys. Like I said, as a coordinator, there's a lot of things that are available. Whereas if you don't have that athleticism, maybe you're not quite as confident making certain calls.
I know, Leon and Garrett both had great games against Northwestern. Have you been really impressed with what they've been able to do at the beginning of the season?
Yeah, I've been pleased. Even when they haven't had the production in games, some of the games early, you look at their stats and not very great numbers on paper, but they were dominating and they were creating a lot of havoc. You look at the game Leon had last week, not crazy stats, but he caused about 4 sacks. So sometimes the numbers don't really tell the truth and tell the whole story. So very, very pleased with the way those guys have attacked. They've been locked in every play and playing hard. And sometimes the numbers are going to fall your way. Sometimes you're going to make those plays, and sometimes you're causing it for somebody else.
It seems like maybe one of the biggest questions from outside the team heading into this year was whether you guys will be able to get the same type of pressure as last year with replacing TJ and Vince. But throughout the offseason, what did you kind of see in Garrett and Leon that gave you the confidence that they can really get the job done?
Well, obviously Garrett kind of proved it last year. When he stepped in for Vince, you saw the production. You didn't see much of a drop-off at all. And Leon, the physicality that he played with, we knew he had played a lot of different positions. We felt like his best position would be outside linebacker, so we made the switch in the spring, and you saw the talent. You saw the burst, the physicality, and we felt like he was going to have a big year for us. And we need him to continue to do that in order to reach all the goals that we want. And then Andrew Van Ginkel coming in, he was kind of the wild card. I'm not 100% sure on whether it was knowledge of the defense or physicality, just how he would make the transition. And once again, early in spring, we felt very comfortable that he was going to be a big factor in our depth this year.
Do you feel like Leon Garrett can sometimes maybe put fear into offensive tackles? Do you think they have that kind of effect?
I hope so. other teams watch the tape and you see some of the things that they're putting on tape. And that's what I tell these guys all the time. It's just, put it out there, put it on tape. People can't hide from that. So it's been impressive just to watch, just to see their approach. Coach Tibbs he's a grinder. He gets after those guys, and he's very technical in what he asks them to do. And at the same time, he doesn't want to overload them so they can play as fast as possible. And they're doing that right now, and the results are showing.
Jim, you guys always get off the bus and go to the arch and have family members there, and that's become a tradition here for a long time. What does that mean to you, or what has it meant to you over the years that's kind of like a weekly ritual on game?
Obviously the tradition of this place is important to everybody, because it's part of the reason a lot of guys come here, right? Just the tradition of Wisconsin football and this campus and the stadium. So to me, it's always that constant kind of reminder. Every Saturday, you kind of get that reminder of maybe why you came here, why this place is important to you. And then the second aspect of it is the family. We preach that culture. We're a big family, and obviously that's extended to all the parents and all the fans. If you're coming to that arch that early in the morning, you're kind of committed to us. So it's pretty fun to watch, and at the same time, then it is that flip. To me, it's kind of that flip of the switch as far as mentally, like, all right, it's on now. We're in the stadium, and it's time to go.
When it comes to, apologies if I missed it, but looking at Tanner Lee and the Nebraska offense, what are you seeing on tape from Tanner at the quarterback position?
I think he's starting to get confident. Early in the season, he looked a little bit unsure and making some questionable decisions, but last couple games you just see, and not necessarily just the big plays, but just the consistency. You see him drop back and have more conviction on where he wants to go with the football and making better decisions. And they have very, very skilled receivers, and he's trusting them and letting them make plays for him.
Apologies if this was asked, but what's it mean to you and your unit to see Neutral get recognized as Player of the Week in the conference?
It's huge. As a secondary, they have really high goals and a very tight group. So when one has success, they know, it kind of speaks to the whole group. And Dakota Dixon getting honored as well this week. So you get two guys in that group, and pretty cool to see just how they rally around each other. And they don't necessarily care who gets the accolades all the time. Obviously, they want it. They're hungry for it as well. But it's just fun to see their energy when they see their teammates doing well.
When it comes to, apologies again, with the rushing attack from Nebraska and facing against them, I know maybe they're a little banged up there or dinged up there. What do you see out of that rushing, and how much have you seen on tape that the rushing attack can lead to success for that offense?
I think everything for them starts through the run game. Their running backs are big, physical, they run very hard. Guys that you got to tackle. You have to put your pads on, you got to run your feet, otherwise they're breaking tackles, and they've put it on tape. You see it week in and week out. Their play action game off of that is very good. So in order to help limit that, you got to stop the run and get yourself in favorable second downs, favorable third downs, so you can try to get off the field.
Thank you.